Welcome to Chargers Live on Sportsnet, USA.net, where the Riverside Tigers take on your Cypress Chargers today in women's basketball here on Sportsnet, USA.net. The starting five for Riverside City College. Hamilton will start it off with Alicia Cerna next to her. Shannon Jordan also on the floor. Elizabeth Lau. And then Manning and Maya Clark will be the five for Riverside. For Cypress Chargers, it'll be Malia Goldsmith, Alvarez, Patricia Lantan, Miss Trong, and then we have the fifth, Carly Bush. So you look at these two teams, similar in records. 6-7 for the Tigers, 7-7 for the Chargers. Here on SportsNetUSA.net. Ed Ford, myself, out there. Jumping for Cypress is going to be Carly Bush. So Bush will jump for Cypress. Hamilton in the circle for the Riverside Tigers. So we're ready for a little community college basketball here on Chargers Live on SportsNetUSA.net. Ball tipped away, taken right there by Goldsmith. She'll run the offense for this Cypress foot basketball team. Goldsmith controls it, goes over to Alvarez. Alvarez from deep, can't get it, fought for, taken out there. Nice little pickup by Manning. Manning gets it over quickly to Jordan. Jordan was the big leader of this team against the East LA College Tournament. Nice little easy breakout and layup for Lanton. She gets it in. Cypress gets on the board first with the first basket. A little pressure by Cypress. Almost gets a turnover. Back over the middle. Taken out of the air there by Clark. Clark holds on to it. Flips it over to Jordan. Back over to Maya Clark. Picked up by Jordan. From three, way off the mark there, was Hamilton, and it goes out of bounds to the Tigers. So we're sitting at 2-0 to start this game off. Like women's basketball, they play by 4 quarters. Scrum down low, goes to Clark. Shot clock violation. So the Chargers up by 2 to start this game. Going to be out on the side for Cypress. Strong will take it out. Gives it back to Goldsmith. Like I said, Goldsmith is that point guard for this Cypress team. Goes over quick to Alvarez. Deep again. Taken there by Lantan. Can't get it. Nice little pick up there by Alvarez. Into the corner by Goldsmith. Can't get it. Alvarez follows that shot. Gets forced out. So the ball will be retained by the Chargers. 2-0 in this game early. Chargers go to bring the ball in. Goldsmith from deep. She steps back, and we're going to get a foul called on there, and that's called on Alvarez. So Alvarez gets the foul called on there. They try to get a sub in. Can't do it. Quickly down the floor. Nice little shot. Dribble. Can't get it. Goldsmith pulls it down. Let's see who it goes to. It goes to Cypress. Into the game now is going to be Thandan, another guard from Westminster High School. A plethora of guards on this Cypress team. Quickly get it over to Trong. Trong goes over to Goldsmith into the corner. Flips it out high. Covered tightly there by Jordan. Sort of a zone by Riverside. Off there. Taken out of the air by Manning. Manning loses it. Goldsmith grabs it. Gets on the board. 4-0 Chargers early in this game. Full court pressure by Cypress. Gets taken there Once again, Goldsmith has it. She's going to stop. She goes up and down, but her pivot foot never leaves the ground. Scrum, everybody's on the floor, and we're going to get traveling against Riverside as Manning went down, tried to grab it, and we're going to get a quick timeout by Riverside. So with 7:41 left in the first quarter, it's Cypress 4, Riverside 0 here on Sportsnet USA. .net. Of course, you look at Alicia Berber, it's her 20th season. I had a great conversation with her about the whole situation with COVID this season. Alicia and I were talking, and she said, Riverside, everybody gets vaccinated. Then they go through a protocol. So in their county, they can play anyone at any time. They are always going to be available. Some of the other teams right now in the OEC don't follow that same policy, and she said, so it's going to be maybe a haphazard season. We'll see if that happens. You'd like to think everybody's going to get to play all the games, but we'll see what this disease does to the basketball season for these young women. Cypress will take it out. Trong takes it out, goes to Goldsmith. She gets double teamed. She goes down, tied up. Jump ball, and the ball goes to Riverside. So alternating arrows for that jump ball. Next jump ball will go to Cypress. Pressure coming on. Great pressure, and we're going to get traveling, and that was called all by Patricia Lantan, who comes in and just pressures the individual when they catch the ball. Trong taking it out. Goldsmith breaks. After that, she's followed by Dan. Dan comes back out. Goldsmith now goes to the top. She's going to reset the offense for Cypress. Back to Goldsmith, trying to go down low, looking for Bush. Bush is playing it tough. Shot and a foul on the play. And see who they're going to get on that. It should be, and it is, on Shannon Jordan. So that's going to be her first foul of the game. And going to the line is Patricia Linton out of St. Joseph's High School in Lakewood, California. Makes the first one, so it's 5-0 Chargers. And of course, you know Mr. Pavlovich is that big one that loves having a few more free throws made. So the ball comes back in. Pressure again. It's thrown down there. So Goldsmith comes up for the pressure. Makes the turnover happen. That's now the third turnover by Riverside in this game, as the Chargers are up 5-0 over the Tigers. Goldsmith looking to get a little help. Dan comes up. Now she'll run the offense. Goes back to Goldsmith in the wing and drills a three. 8-0 Chargers with 6:54 to go in this first quarter. Ball swiped away at the last second by Patricia Lanton, who's just coming up and down the court. So out of the game is going to be Bush along with Lanton. In the game is going to be Williams. So Williams now in for the Chargers. Williams along with Carbajal are now 2 of the 5 on the floor. Next break, we'll get it. Nice feed down low. Just a beautiful pass to Manning, who's going straight down the lane for a layup. So Riverside gets on the board, trailing by 6 here in the first quarter. Goldsmith comes out, gives it to Trong. Back to Goldsmith. She drives to the basket, gets cut off, flips it out, looking to get something. Gets a nice little screen out there by Carbajal. Goldsmith gets it back. Looks to go down low. Goes down low, and a nice layup right there by Williams, who was just underneath the basket looking for a great pass, and she got one. Riverside brings it up quickly. Trying to answer. They finally got on the board here. Deep for Riverside. They go in, can't get the rebound. Ball comes out, and Cypress gets tied up. It'll be a jump ball. It will stay. Oh, they're going to call a foul. So Goldsmith comes out. Oviedo now is in the game. Jalen Oviedo now is in. So Goldsmith sits. Oviedo comes in. Quickly over to Jalen. Flips it down to Dan. Over to Carbajal. Carbajal looking for somebody. Ball gets kicked, so it will be retained by Cypress. So Cypress uses about 10 players in a game when you watch them out there. Strong trying to find something. Goes quickly to Oviedo. Oviedo back over to Dan. Dan gets pressure. Knife pressure right there by Cerna. Cerna trying to put the heat on. Try from three. A little fought for the ball. Taken down there quickly by Hamilton. Hamilton tries to go up court with it. Controlled there. Taken by Manning. Manning goes up balance, just can't get it to fall. So Manning will go to the line. So you have Williams now who's coming out. I was going to say Williams is in there. Gobb now comes in. Next to her is Oviedo. Also Lantan. Trong. And finish that off with Carbajal. Those are the 5 for the Cypress Chargers. Manning. Hamilton. Along with Clark and Shannon Jordan are 4 of the 5 for Riverside. Throwing number 5, that's Alicia Cerna is now in the game. Cerna, pressure, gets a little too much body, and she's going to get called for the foul on that. So Cerna gets aggressive. So those are the 5 for Riverside on the court. Goldsmith now comes back in the game, and Trong goes to the bench. So now Goldsmith is out there. Goldsmith throws an errant pan, picked off quickly by Hamilton. She drives up, looking to find somebody to run the offense. Clean little 5-footer. Goldsmith comes down with the rebound. So it looked like the break there. Goldsmith driving the bus. Let's see if she takes it all the way. That RTD just kept going as Goldsmith makes a nice bank shot for the Cypress Chargers. And so the Cypress Chargers are continuing. Finally, Riverside breaks. Little sidestep dribble by Hamilton. Looked like she was going to pass and lays it up. So it's 12-6. Cypress with 4-10 here in the first quarter. Back and forth game. Played well by both of these teams. Goldsmith from deep. Can't get it. Nice little follow-up by Patricia Lanson. Goes out of bounds. Riverside's ball. Carbajal comes back in the game. Ball is fought for. Tip. Nice, easy takeaway. And an easy tray. Well, it's actually a deuce for Patricia Lanton, who is smothering defense-wise, along with Oviedo, who is just all over the floor for this Charger defense right now. Goldsmith just misses a nice little step and turn there by Manning, who is agile for this Riverside team. She's got a great touch from 4 feet out. Goldsmith trying to take it around the top of the key. Doing that easily, gives it to Carbajal. Carbajal gets it back from Oviedo. Carbajal now looks for Goldsmith, can't do that. Goes to Oviedo, tries to drive. And I thought they were going to call a foul on Hamilton, who stuck her knee out. And no foul was called on the play. Gudarama now in the game. So Isabel Gudarama, forward out of Rancho Alamitos High School, is in for Cypress. Gudarama comes up, trying to play a little defense. Goldsmith comes in behind her. Jordan looks over, flips it over to Hamilton, back to Jordan. They go down low to Manning. Manning turns, gets hacked on the play. And Manning's got a possible 3-point play for the Riverside Tigers. So Gudurama comes in, gives up a foul. Quickly back in the game is Carly Bush. So you got Carly Bush, Oviedo standing next to her. Goldsmith back on the floor as the ball comes out. Patricia Lanson, that's 4, and then you add on to that as they go down low to Bush, and Bush makes a nice little fall away. And that 5th on the floor is Tanya Carbajal for Cypress. Riverside comes up against very tough man-to-man defense, and that's what Cypress has played all night. Almost a turnover by Riverside. Nice drive, block from behind. What a beautiful block right there by Oviedo. Gets her hand on the ball, flips away. Goldsmith comes away with the rebound. Ball goes down. Manning tries to get it, fight for it. Bush comes away with it. Ends up getting it over to Oviedo. Oviedo's going to bring it up, slow things down just for a second. Oviedo now is going to control. Go down here quickly over to Carbajal. Carbajal looks at Goldsmith and says, reset the offense. She goes back to Oviedo. The Goldsmith, I'll tell you, Corey Nayland territory on that one. She just comes up a little short. Quick drive by Clark. Flips it over, and we'll see if the foul was on the ground. It was, as Clark flips it and gets fouled on the play. (16-10) with 1 minute 53 seconds here in the first quarter. Little flip in, drive to the basket, gets fouled on the play. And so Elizabeth Lau goes in, and she'll be going to the line. Back into the game for Cypress is Patricia Lanton. Out goes Strong. First attempt rolls around just like taking the jar off of peanut butter. Get some points there. Goldsmith has 7 points in this game. Patricia Lanton's got 5. Goldsmith brings it up. Leading scorer so far for both teams on the floor. Swing it around. Oviedo back to Goldsmith. Goldsmith goes down low. Nice defense by the Tigers. Tigers come away with a rebound. Really nice rebound taken there by Nahara. So Maxine Nahara now in the game. We'll set that Riverside lineup in a second. Drive. Nice little try to go. Great follow-up. 3 times, 4 times is the charm. Taken out. And a picked off pass all the way down there. Patricia Lanson all the way from coast to coast and gets it in there. Riverside down by 6. We're under a minute in this first quarter. They go to the middle of the room. Lau gets knocked down flat, and they'll call a foul on Riverside. So on the floor for Riverside is Clark, Nahara, also is Lau. One of my favorite players, Shanna Jordan, who goes up and down, and then you go Hamilton. Those are the 5 on the floor for Riverside. Dan is back in for Cypress, along with Carly Bush. Emily Carbajal, and of course then Jalen Oviedo. I shouldn't say Oviedo, it's Oviedo is her name. And of course, number 5 is Patricia Lanton. So those are the 5 for the Chargers on the floor. Under a minute. We're at my age. Well, my age and a half. That was 50 seconds. Chargers up by 4. Try. Couldn't get it. Drive there. Goes back to Riverside. Fast break opportunity for Cerna. She keeps it herself. Gets trapped. Goes over gracefully. Down low, looking for a drive, Clark throws it up, can't get it. Nice try and a pick by Nahara. And the ball stays with Riverside. Cerna will start the inbound pass. Hamilton down low. Nahara at the top of the key. She breaks, looks for the pass inside, can't get it. She's reaching for it. For three and short. Basically, it's a pass, and you get an assist on that as Hamilton was short. Got it to Cerna. Cerna puts it in, and it's basically an assist on the play. 18-16 with 9 seconds to go. The Chargers holding on by 2. And nobody gets a shot off. So that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. And as we come to the end of the first quarter, it's the Cypress Chargers 18, Riverside Tigers 16. Chargers come back out. Goldsmith. Once again, Trong on the floor with her. Oliveris is out there. Goldsmith tries. Taken there is Trong, who pulls it down. Flips it over to Patricia Lanson, who stays there. Trying to go low to the 5th player on the floor, and that was Williams. Couldn't get it to Williams. It stays with Cypress. So you've got the 5 for Cypress are on the floor. Goldsmith brings it in, tries to go to Williams. Williams sets a screen for Trong. Goldsmith comes up high, pulls it down, can't get it. They flip it over, trying to get it to Trong. Steps back, can't get it. Taken out of the rebound area by Maya Clark. Clark is really a dynamic forward for this Riverside Tiger. Flip over, air ball, not even close by Hamilton. They go down, fight for it, picked up once again. Cerna pulls away with it. Back to Cerna, settles things down. They go with a high post for the Tigers. Go over there to Lau. Lau goes down deep, flips it up, can't make it, was Nahara. Nahara fights for it, and it's a jump ball again, so we'll see where possession arrow's pointing. It's pointing in favor of Riverside. Hamilton, Cerna on the floor. Then you got Manning and Clark, and now they come out. So into the game is Ivana Bourgeois. So Bourgeois is in the game right now for Riverside. Stack set for the inbound pass. Peeling off of that was Bourgeois. Try to go down low. Kick it out here in the corner. Back to the top. Throw it away. Goldsmith grabs it once again. Another turnover by Riverside in this first half. Step back shot by Trong. Can't get there. Linton goes out and gets the rebound. She gets tied up by Manning, and it stays with Cypress. Both of these defenses are aggressive in this 2-point game here in the second quarter. So the referees are conferring. 18 on the shot clock. Out of the game comes Lau. Back in the game is Jordan. Quickly go over to Trong. Trong to Goldsmith. Deep, deep, and deeper for 3. So Goldsmith goes to rarefied air and pulls down a 3-pointer. Riverside, once again, they love to run the ball. They do. Traveling on that by Alyssa Cerna, who had to get a rhythm step for the layup, and that caused a turnover. Back into the game is going to be Dan. Out of the game goes Alvarez. Goldsmith, Dan on the floor, along with Carbajal. Fought for. Wrestle for the ball. Riverside comes away with. Jordan finally controls it, trying to help, find some help. Jordan, who's really the quarterback of this team, wants to take control. Goes back, goes down low, goes to Nahara. Nahara kicks it out to Manning. Manning can't get it. Going down and trying to get it was Cerna, who gets fouled on the play. So the 5 on the floor for Cypress is Bush, Alvarez. And of course, then as soon as I say that, we get another substitute. Oviedo comes in. And then you look at Alvarez along there. So that gives you the 5 for the Chargers. In and out for Cerna. It's Nahara along with Cerna and Hamilton. Jordan on the floor. And then you look at Manning. So my mistake, Bourgeois stays on the floor as Riverside goes into a zone defense. Goldsmith drives on it. Stolen right there, taken by Nahara. She goes up quickly. Jordan stops, deals it off, can't get it. Underneath, a nice shot by Nahara, who was in the right place at the right time. 21-19 with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Chargers looking just a little discombobulated. They started off quickly, but Riverside has snuck back in this basketball game. Goldsmith says, you know what? Just give it to me. I got threes lined up all day long. 3 of this, 3 of that, a little bit of 3. And that's what she's done for this Cypress team. Sidestep, can't get it. Almost taken away by Manning. Manning, who missed the last one. Couldn't get that one. We're going to get traveling on Riverside. 6:37 to go. So into the game is Trong. So Trong and Goldsmith, along with Bush. Oviedo out there. Off, Oviedo tries to get the rebound, can't, comes down by Manning. Manning starts them running, taken down by Hamilton, gets double teamed. Find Manning open, Manning quickly gets to Nahara. Nahara dishes a nice pass to Maria Jope, and Jope does not get it, dribbles it out of bounds. So Carly Bush comes into the game. Sabrina Gabb now in. Fountain Valley High School. Cypress thinking they can outman Riverside down low. Take it up the top, then they go down into the key. Hopefully there's an opening. There's not. They've got to go back on top. Little stop. Alvarez tries. Can't get it. Riverside almost comes away and kicks it out of bounds. And boy, right now, you can see where Goldsmith plays such a big part for this Riverside squad. Riverside now comes in with a substitution. Nahara goes to the bench. Maya Clark back in for the Tigers. Trong setting things up. High up again, just basically playing outside the three-point line. They're trying to find something down low. They can't. Three-point shot put up, needs the bounce, and Cypress gets the bounce. As Oviedo pulls it down from three-point country, and Riverside once again, another turnover. Chargers can't capitalize. One more turnover as there's a scrum going there. And Alvarez comes out with the ball. And they're going to call a foul on Alvarez on the play. 27-19. So the Tigers sneak a little closer. And next thing you know, the Chargers pull away. Jordan starts a fast break, goes over to Hamilton. Hamilton trying to get something. Another turnover. Cypress has it. Easy feed up to Trong. Nice little layup for the 29th point of the half for the Chargers. Jordan just trying to run the offense. Has to slow it down just a step. Throws it deep to Manning. Manning flips it back up to Hamilton, back to Jordan. And now Cypress goes into his zone defense. Cypress gets the turnover. Nice looking pass over the shoulder of Trong. Can't get it down. Looks for something. Down the middle. Gets it to Alvarez. Alvarez gives it back to Oviedo. Oviedo knocks it down. And we're going to get timeout on the floor. With 4:21 to go here in the first half. It's the Chargers 31. The Tigers 19. 4:21 to go. Pressure once again goes to Manning. Manning brings it up herself, gets double teamed, throws it over Jordan's head, lucks out because they had Hamilton standing in the right spot at the right time. Nice zone defense. Gudarama now back in, playing down low in the zone defense. Gudarama trying to get the rebound, couldn't do it for Cypress. She's there. She tries to make the defensive play, and she's going to get called for a foul on the play. So Gudarama gets called, and Maya Clark will go to the charity stripe. And as soon as Gudarama gets that foul, she's taken out. Carly Bush comes in to replace her. So it's Bush, Oviedo, Goldsmith, Trong, and then you add number 5, that's Alvarez. Those are the 5 for the Chargers. For Riverside, it's Jordan on the floor, along with Clark, Hamilton, and then you add in Elizabeth Lau, who now came back out there, and Manning is number 5. And the drive once again, the fast break works for the Chargers. As you look at the speed by Alvarez, I tell you what, smothering. Alvarez comes up, makes the big defensive play. And then they're going to say that she stepped out of bounds. Coach Moore is going to say she was forced out of bounds, but that is not the case, as Riverside gets the ball back with 3:38 to go. Jordan looking down to Manning. Goes back to the top of the key. Gives it over to Hamilton. Hamilton goes down low. Back over to Lau. Lau goes to Manning. Manning goes to make the step, and she gets bailed out with a foul. So Manning goes to the charity stripe. And once again, when you look at Riverside, this is what's keeping them in the game. They're down by 14 right now. If not for those calls, they would be out. Carly Bush comes out of the game. She's replaced by Williams, who comes in for Cypress. So Williams in, Bush is out. Manning knocks down the free throw. 63% from the charity stripe right now in this game for Riverside. Manning makes another one. So Cerna comes back in the game. Lau goes out. So Cerna for Lau. 33-21. Riverside trying to stay close. Just a beautiful feed to Williams, and she couldn't get it. She was there all by herself. What a great dish on that. Jordan all over the place defensively, along with Cerna, trying to take away the top of the key. Beautiful feed through the key and taken there by Manning. Gets it out to Jordan. Jordan tries to run the offense, looking for somebody to throw it to. Gets it over to Cerna. Cerna in the wing, back to Jordan. Cross court. Jordan slows it down. Goes back over there to Hamilton. Hamilton tries to go back out. Manning's got it. Looking to give it to somebody. Manning gives it to Cerna. Cerna to Hamilton. Hamilton misses it. And rebound comes away, and that's Oviedo. Oviedo tries to get that thread pass through on a fast break, but the ball is kicked. 2:22 to go in this first half. It's Riverside up by 12. Riverside down by 12. The Chargers up. We get So they're going to go back to the shot clock. They need 22 seconds. They get it. So Trong will bring it in. Goldsmith will probably get it to run the offense. Alvarez has been hot. Williams is down low at the block. So we'll see Williams, who had a chance to lay one up. And the young woman is very good with finding space down low. So we'll see if she can do it. Goldsmith looks, gets it over to Alvarez. Alvarez backs out, covered closely. They go over far off the backboard. Alvarez pulls it down, goes to Williams. Williams has the shot blocked by Maya Clark, and it goes to Riverside. So Maya Clark gets her hand in the right place, doesn't get any contact, and gets the block. Jordan gets it over to Manning. Manning stays her feet in. Goldsmith intercepts on that, feeds a great bounce pass, and it goes through to Alvarez. What a sweet little pass by Goldsmith as she beats the defense on threading it between everybody's hands. Almost taken out of there once again by Oviedo. Oviedo Goldsmith dropping it right on the dime to Alvarez. Alvarez this time is smothered defensively by Riverside. They go down to Williams. Williams against Manning. Up and under against Manning, whose defense just could not stop Williams on the play. 37-21. We're almost at a minute. Almost taken again there. And then Riverside gets bailed out on a oops, I thought you were pulling out while I was pulling in. You know, those little things that happen in parking lots. That would just happen on the floor. That's where you call up your broker and say, no harm, no foul, as we get players on the floor. Williams comes out along with Oviedo, who's had an excellent game so far. Back in the game is Alvarez. Taken right there for three, so Jordan finally finds some room, puts it up, 37-24. We're at the 1 minute mark in the first half. An exciting first half of community college basketball here on Chargers Live on SportsNetUSA.net. Turnover by Riverside again. Little globetrotter action going on for the Charger ladies. And then they throw it out, another turnover this time by Cypress with 38 seconds to go and 30 seconds on the shot clock. So back in the game is Dan. Trong goes out. Riverside. See if they press. Go up quickly. Goldsmith in the right place at the right time. Nice all alone three-point shot. Can't get made by Hamilton. Manning comes down with the rebound. Goes back out to Jordan at the top of the key. Go down low looking for Nahara. Little 8-foot turnaround. Nice shot by Nahara. Sweet touch. A lot of arc on that shot. We're at 9 seconds. The Chargers are up by 11. Goldsmith for three. Off and gets fouled on the play. And I think they're going to call that on Hamilton. They did. They called it on Hamilton. Oh, they did not call it. I thought they called it on the shot. So Coach Moore went running down too. I'm with Coach Moore. I don't understand. It should have been a foul on the three-point shot. He's saying it was on the ground. The whistle was blown after the shot, and that's the end of the first half. As we come to the end of the first half, it's the Chargers 37. The Tigers 26 here on Chargers Live on SportsNetUSA.net. Real on SportsNetUSA.net. East LA City College, you can see them, men's and women's basketball every week. So check that schedule. Check the home schedule. on sportsnetusa.net. And then make sure you check out Cypress and East LA City College for women's and men's basketball on sportsnetusa.net. So an exciting first half with Cypress up by 11. It's the Chargers 37, the Tigers 26 on Chargers Live here on sportsnetusa.net. We're getting ready for the second half of community college basketball here on Chargers Live on sportsnetusa.net, where it's Cypress 37, Riverside 26 on Chargers Live on sportsnetusa.net. Ed Ford, the old guy, Mark Pavlovich. Don't forget Monday, little Corey Nealon at 6 o'clock here on sportsnetusa.net. As Riverside's got the ball to start off this second half. Riverside needs to get hot. Jordan needs to shoot a little more. Little turnaround there by Nahara. So Nahara goes in the middle of the key, takes a 12-footer, and gets on the board first. Chargers up by 9. Look at the Chargers there. Lanton Alicia, one of the top scorers in this first half, just dribbling at the top of the key, refuses to get it off the ball, getting double and triple team. They go over to the corner, get it over to Alvarez. Alvarez puts it up. So Alvarez stays with a hot hand, and here comes the pressure as they go down court. Hamilton takes it, so they break that full court press. Nahara, the top of the key. Here comes the defense, mothering. Manning steps back, gets the bounce. So Manning. And so Riverside comes out with 2 quick baskets. Goldsmith getting pressure from Jordan. Jordan won't let her get free. Riverside, doing it looked like a box and one, and that's what they're playing, a box and one defensively. Alvarez said, play what you want. I'll just knock down another shot. Full court pressure by the women from Cypress. Jordan gets it. She's going to try and break it herself. Goes to Manning. Manning hands it off quickly. Trying to get a shot off. Can't do it. Taking it out of the air by Patricia Lanton. Over to Goldsmith. Goldsmith covered by Jordan. Tries to drive the key. Goes up with the left hand. Can't get it to crawl in there. Scrum for the ball. They go down. Ball is picked up by Cypress. They retain control. Drive to the basket. 4 people in there in the key. Flip it over to Alvarez. Can't get it. She follows up. Goldsmith gets the rebound and gets knocked out of bounds. Into the game for Cypress is Jaylene Oviedo. Trisha Lanton comes out. So Oviedo, 1-for-1 trade for Lanton. Goldsmith. Jordan covered her tightly. Manning ties him up. And so we're going to get a jump ball. It stays with Cypress with 7:47 here in the third quarter or third period. Goldsmith looks over. Down low is Carly Bush. Tries to set a screen. Manning comes out high. Takes on Trong, 1-and-1. Then Trong goes across the tied up. And so the ball goes to Riverside on a very good defensive play by Nahara. So Nahara makes the type of play you need to get back in the game. Pressure comes up. Get it in. Go to Manning. Manning sidesteps on a steal. Goes all the way around. Goes down. And Manning is going to get the call because it should be a block on Goldsmith, who was moving on the play. So they called the block on Goldsmith. Manning will go to the line. Williams comes into the game for Bush. Alvarez, Williams, Oviedo on the floor with Goldsmith for the Chargers. That fifth player is Trong. She's out there. Those are your starting 5 on the floor for the Chargers. Manning, Nahara, Jordan on the floor. for Riverside, along with Hamilton, who's been a little quiet in this game so far. Ball goes over to Alvarez. Alvarez can't get it. Taken out of there by Manning. Manning gets bumped. She starts a fast break. Looks like a great drop pass. And then the ball goes up. Back to Manning, who's driving the key. Goes out to Jordan at the top of the key. She goes over quickly to Lau. Back to Jordan. Over to Lau. Into the wing. Back to Jordan. Cross court all the way to Hamilton. Hamilton gives a little turnaround to Nahara. Nahara just hits the backboard. And Alvarez comes away, goes to Goldsmith. Back to Alvarez, driving up quickly, beating the defense, goes down low. Nice little pass and a great feed. Taken there by Oviedo, and Jalen Oviedo has an opportunity for a three-point play. So the Chargers looking to increase their lead. Alvarez comes out of the game. Dan comes back in. Three-point opportunity made right there by Oviedo. Quickly bring the ball into Nahara. Nahara's looking to go to somebody and throws it out of bounds. She was looking at Manning to break towards the sideline. Manning thought she might go down the middle and stopped her journey. So it's another turnover on Riverside. Trong will bring it in. Look to go to Oviedo, who's up tight. Oviedo gets it. Goes over to Trong. Goldsmith is wrestling at the free throw line with Jordan, and they're going to call that one right there. So Jordan gets a foul. Nobody's close to the bonus yet with 6:40 to go here in the third period or the third quarter. Taken out by Trong. Trong sets the inbound pass. Great pass down below to Williams, who breaks, finds the alley, and lays it up. Beautiful play by Williams offensively, and Riverside turns it over again. So the Chargers slowly chugging their way up the hill. They're up by 14. Jordan's looking at everybody saying, why are you rushing it? Take your time out there. Oviedo brings it in. She's guarded closely by Hamilton. Hamilton trying to deny a pass going in. They get it into Goldsmith. Jordan on top of Goldsmith. Gives her a little arm bar. Taken away by Nahara. Nahara's trying to find somebody to run with. Stops, give it to Jordan. Jordan back to Nahara. Back to Jordan. Goldsmith out at the top of the key now. Turn the corner, driving all the way is Hamilton. Up and under, can't just do it. Williams tries to get it. They go down on the ground, and they're going to call it a jump ball, and possession goes to the Lady Chargers. Goldsmith comes out. Alexa Alvarez comes in. So Alvarez back in the game. Oviedo now, that point guard. Hands it over to Trong. Trong goes back over to Dan. Dan holds on to it, feels the pressure as it's getting on her, tries to go behind her back, looks for a shot there. Little head fake, and then you get run over along the way, and Lau just got steamrolled on that play. But I think they're going to call a blocking foul, and they do on Lau, who thought she got there in time. So Nahara comes out. Maya Clark comes back in. Oviedo brings it in. Manning trying to defend on that. Gets beat on the dribble. Air ball goes up. Williams brings down the rebound. And Williams, since she has come in, she missed her first couple shots, has been stalwart underneath. Freshman from Fullerton High School playing here at Cypress College. So back in the game is Cerna. Lau goes out. Marie Jol comes back in the game. Williams at the charity stripe. Lefty gets ready, bends the knees, flips it up, short of the basket. So Jope is in the game along with Jordan, Manning, and Clark for Riverside. Throwing that fifth one, that's Elisa Cerna. Manning goes down. Just comes back up, doing okay. We'll set the 5 for the Chargers in just a second. Riverside trailing by 15. The Chargers have been smothering on this full court press. Jordan goes down, tries to get somebody to bail her out. Couldn't get the layup. We're going to get a little traveling. And I'm going to tell you, the defense right there by Trong, by being in the right place at the right time, made Jope hesitate by going to the basket and doing that. There was a turnover on the play. Beautiful defense by the Chargers. Trong goes up, tries to get it, gets fouled on the play. Williams, Alvarez on the floor, along with Oviedo. So like I said, you had Alvarez on the floor, Oviedo on the floor, Williams on the floor for the Chargers. Add in Dan. And throw in a little Trong, and that's your 5 on the floor. As we get timeout on the floor. So with 5:17 to go here in the third period or the third quarter, it's the Chargers 47, the Tigers 32. You're watching Cypress basketball on Chargers Live here on SportsNetUSA.net. Riverside with 5 team fouls. Cypress with 1, so they have some fouls to give away here in this third period. Jordan's got the ball, goes over quickly to go. Nice, made there by Manning. Manning's been the scorer for this Riverside team. Pressure by Jordan on Goldsmith, trying to get helped out along there by Jules. They back it out, give it to Alvarez. Alvarez almost gets a screen, doesn't get one, hands it off to Dan. Dan trying to find something, couldn't get anything. Tanya Carbajal is now in the game for Cypress. So you got Williams comes out of the game, Alvarez comes out of the game. So Carbajal is in the game. Dan at the free throw line. So Carbajal, Dan, Goldsmith, Gab, along with Tanya Carbajal. So it's Emily Carbajal and Tanya Carbajal are in the game. I kept thinking for a second, wait a minute, what's wrong with my eyes? I'm seeing the same name. And those are your 5 on the floor. Nice defense by Riverside on a overthrown pass by Marie Jo. That makes the play. So Marie will go to the line as she gets, nope, she won't. That's only the second foul on Cypress. Cerna bringing it in. Maya Clark out wide. Manning goes down low. Jordan comes over, and we get a 5 count. So it's another turnover by the Tigers. Carbajal brings it in quickly to Dan. Dan goes up, looking for somebody. Goes back over to Emily Carbajal. Back to Dan. Dan goes back cross court, gives it up, gives it to Tanya Carbajal. And Tanya knocks it down. Jordan quickly gives it off to Cerna. Back to Jordan. Jordan beats Goldsmith on the drive. Goes back to the middle thing. One-on-one. Goldsmith and Jordan have been attached at the hip in this game. Now they crowd. Go down. Little fingertip. Can't do it. Taken out of the air by Tanya Carbajal. Goldsmith brings it up. Getting hounded all the way down by Marie Jope. Bush puts it up, so Bush gets on the scoreboard. Jordan brings it back around, looking to go over. Almost stolen away and taken by Clark. Thrown up a nice little 2-footer by Cerna. Goldsmith brings it up, looking for some defense. Defense against her is Jope. Maria tries to stop her. Tell you what, Bush couldn't have been more open if she was the first person in line at a candy store. It was that easy for her to make that layup for the Lady Chargers. Deep little feed. Jordan takes a couple steps, no call against her. They come back up in the zone. 3-2 zone for Cypress. Trying to stay on top of the ball. Go over there to Cerna. Cerna goes back to Jordan. Smith following around. They go down low. Trying to go to Manning. Bush refuses to give up defensively. Beautiful defense by Bush against Manning. And then Manning gets knocked to the floor, and that's going to be a foul on the play. 2:39 to go. And it's 56-36 as Manning lays there. And we get timeout on the floor as Manning just can't get up. So we have an official timeout on the floor with 2:39 to go here in period number 3. It's the Chargers 56, the Tigers 36 here on Chargers Live on Sportsnet USA.net. East LA College. Little men's and women's basketball going on over there here on Sportsnet USA.net. So make sure you go to the college homepage and to the homepage of SportsNetUSA.net. We'll be back out here Monday night at 6 o'clock. Corey Nalen calling the action as we get ready for a little more Cypress College basketball. Make sure you look. We're going to be here for all the home games for Cypress, men and women, for the next couple weeks. Visitors are not allowed in, and we all know why. So at the present time, if you need that basketball fix, which everybody does, best thing to do is come to SportsNetUSA.net and say, hey, I'm going to watch a little community college basketball here on SportsNetUSA.net. So Manny gets to stay in the game. No, they're telling Manny she's got to come out. So there's a 30-second timeout black. I think what they're trying to discuss if Manning had to come out, they take a timeout. That allows them to keep Manning in the game. So Cerna will take it out, trying to go to Jordan. Could be going looking for Nahara. They come back over to here to the other side, trying to get it to Marie Jope. Can't do it. We get a foul by Manning as Tanya Carbajal had that rebound, and Manning just said, no, it belongs to me. That should send Carbajal to the line. So Carbajal is going to the line. Makes the free throw. So Cypress, who didn't see many free throws, now is getting to the line with 2:34 here in the third quarter. Tanya puts up another one, knocks down both of them. Pressure again. You can feel the Chargers knowing they can salt this away if they can stop them. Put up there by Cerna. Cerna gets fouled on the play, so Cerna is going to go to the line. course, Coach Moore is trying to find out, was it on the floor? Was it on the shot? Alvarez comes out. Emily Carvajal comes out. Goldsmith comes back in the game, along with Patricia Lanton. 58-37, 21 points. Goldsmith's got 13 points of the game. Oviedo's got 8. Carvajal's got 5. That's Tanya. Carly Bush has got 6. Good balance from Cypress in this game. Goldsmith getting pressured right there by Jope. Marie Jope was on her hip all the way up the floor. Goldsmith stops, pops, can't get it. Should go to the Tigers. Brought in there by Nahara. Nahara tries to get it into Jordan. She does. Jordan brings it up. Gets hounded from behind by Oviedo. The ball comes out. Oviedo creates another turnover. Quickly to Carvajal. Carvajal looks for something. Oviedo has the ball knocked away from her. Picked up there by Patricia Lanton. Goes to Goldsmith, who swings away from deep country. Can't get it. Taken out of the air. Pulled down quick. Cerna brings it up. Cerna to Jordan. Jordan's trying to pick up the pace. Driving to the basket. Gets a little body contact on that. And they're going to call a foul on Lanton going to the basket. So Manning in this game for Riverside with 16 points, followed by Cerna with 7, Nahara with 6, Lau with 4, Jordan with 3, Hamilton with 2. Those are the scores for that Riverside team. Goldsmith with 13, Alvarez with 12, Oviedo with 8, Williams with 7, Bush with 6. Beautiful balance by this Charger offense when you look at them with 1:39 go here in the third quarter. Goldsmith getting hounded by Marie Jope. Jope trying to take it away. Bush tries to set a screen. Manning right there. Manning picks up Goldsmith, and Goldsmith knocks it down. They're going to count it as 2. Instead of 3, it's 60-39 with 1:19 to go. Nice little bounce pass, and then a mishandle by Marie Jope, as it was a great bounce pass by Maxine Nahara. And another turnover in this game. Bringing it back up. Goldsmith standing there, not getting much help. Looking at Oviedo. Oviedo says, well, let me weave around and try and find a place to go. And she decides the floor is fine. Waiting to come back in is Williams for Cypress. Oviedo at the line. Jalen is 1-1 from the charity stripe. Has 8 altogether. Jalen's got 8 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 3 of 7 from the floor. Now she's 1-2 from the charity stripe. One of 3, so she throws the big banana up there, can't get it go. She's 1 of 3, and Riverside, under a minute, wants to get something. Manning all by herself cannot get the easy deuce, but is helped out by Nahara, who's right there out of Hillcrest High School in Riverside. She's played well tonight against this Charger team. Jordan hounding Trong on that defensively. Ball stays with the Chargers. Shanna Jordan is really the leader of this Riverside team. Seen her play a couple times. Cerna trying to play some difference, and Cerna just gets in the way of Oviedo Oviedo and gets called for a foul. And it was like, I don't know, that one you sort of let go and don't let anything get called on that play. So Oviedo goes back to the line. Couldn't make one the last time she was there. Found the range on this one, knocks it down. 61-41. Boy, we're cleaning up towards my real age. If you're Cypress, Goldsmith on a great steal, and Manning goes up body to body and gets called for the foul. So Malia Goldsmith, 6 of 17 from the floor, 3 of 9 from three-point country. This is going to be her first free throw of the night. She's got 4 rebounds, 4 assists for 15 total points in this game. She goes to the line. First free throw is good. Boy, what a sweet little shot she has. Great rotation on the ball. Takes a breath, bends at the knees. Looks like me shooting free throws, Corey Nalen. Once again, a little rhythm dribble. Nice little bend at the knees. That one missed off the backboard. I heard you, Corey. And she follows her own rebound, and that drops for Goldsmith. So great anticipation that she was going to miss it, and she comes up and handles it. Quick drive to the hole is Cerna. Cerna all by herself. And they call an offensive foul on Cerna going to the basket. I tell you, the defense by Trong out here is superb, and when you look at what Oviedo does. And so we get 5 fouls on Alyssa Cerna, and she's going to come out of the game. And so Cerna comes out of the game and is replaced by Hamilton. So Hamilton comes out as Cerna fouls out of the game. Trong will bring it in. Quickly gives it to Oviedo. Oviedo covered by Hamilton. They go up the court quickly, and all they do is try to lay it up. Can't get it there. Nice little rebound taken by Marie. She comes down the floor. Quick little drive. Gets the ball. Tries from 3. Gets fouled. And that's going to bring us to the end of the third period. As we come to the end of the third period, it's Cypress 64, Riverside 41. You've been watching Cypress women's basketball on Chargers Live on Sportsnet USA.net. More basketball, make sure you check the homepage on SportsNetUSA.net to find out when the games are going to be broadcast here at Don Johnson Court. Reason being is because of certain restrictions, so right now audiences are not allowed in the gymnasium to watch basketball, so the best thing to do, well, stay at home, stay warm. You can watch a little Cypress basketball, and then if East LA comes on later, you don't have to go anyplace. Back-to-back, a doubleheader on SportsNetUSA.net, and there will be nights that the men and the women will be playing on the same night. That should have happened tonight here on SportsNetUSA.net. The men's game got canceled, and so we only have the women's game, which got moved up to 5 o'clock here on SportsNetUSA.net. So many nights you'll have the men and women back-to-back here on Chargers Live on SportsNetUSA.net. And in the future, when we work things out, yeah, Chargers Live will still be on there, and Sportsnet USA will be on there. So if you decide that the monotony of myself or Mr. Nalen, you can go to silence. Number 4, Chargers up by 23. It's the Chargers 24, the Tigers 41 here on SportsNetUSA.net. So Riverside will have it. And, of course, I always forget to mention, and I never forget to mention, but, you know, when you go to SportsNetUSA.net, you're going to see that Miller Toyota logo. Always one of our best sponsors in the world, Miller Toyota of Anaheim. Riverside comes out. They've got a lot of making up to do, and they quickly do it as Hamilton knocks down the first shot here in the fourth period. Riverside's got to play a little defense, and against Goldsmith, well, nobody's been able to defend her as Riverside goes into a 3-2 defensive set. Goldsmith says, give it back to me. I'm wide open. Goes down low. Tries to go to Bush on a feed and taken away right there by Maya Clark. And Maya Clark makes a nice defensive play for Riverside. So Clark comes up with a turnover, and now Riverside got that first stop. They're looking for stop number 2. If they can get it, they'll slowly creep back in this game. One stop at a time, one basket at a time if you're the Riverside Tigers. Jordan goes around, trying to find somebody open. Go down low, can't find anybody. Flip it over there by Clark. Clark can't get it. Clark follows her own rebound, tries to go up, travels on the play as Bush confronts her defensively, and that makes Clark miss it. Riverside down by 21. Goldsmith looking to find it, running the offense. A little touch pass by Goldsmith. Big outside shot by Oviedo. And what does she do? Sinks another one. I tell you what, she has been the one that when you look at her, you would say, I wonder, and she is that wonder on this Charger team. She has been fantastic this night, finding the right shots and playing incredible defense. Speaking of good defense, Strong almost gets that as Bush, and we'll see who they call. Is Bush going to get called on that foul? I thought she was in the right place. And they call it on Goldsmith getting in the way, so the foul is going to be on her. Back in the game is going to be Manning for Riverside. So you've got Manning, Clark, Nahara as the first one is made. Jordan is out there along with Hamilton. Those are the 5 for Riverside City College. Next one's made. 22. You got to look at the glass half full if you're Riverside and think you have that opportunity to get back in this game. Cypress, on the other hand, they want to shut him out now. Williams back in the game, and I think Williams has played a beautiful job for Cypress in this game. Taken out of there by Manning. Manning gets fouled on the play. So Jalen Oveda gets called for the foul. Goldsmith comes out. Patricia Lanton comes back in. Jordan brings it up. Quickly goes to Manning. Manning turns the corner. Lays it up all on her own and gets it to drop. So Manning on the drive. And now it's a 20-point game with 7:41 to go. Oviedo trying to find something. Oviedo at the top of the key, fakes it. Dishes it quickly down to Alvarez. Alvarez goes cross court, tries to find an opening from Trong. Trong can't find anything. Oviedo from deep. And Jalen Oviedo comes up big time for the Chargers. Little foul, a delayed call on the defensive end as the drive was down there by Hamilton. She throws it out, no whistle, until Trong goes down. Alvarez comes out of the game. Williams comes out of the game. Back in the game is Dan, along with Sabrina Gabb. Jordan looking to go. Quickly gets it over to Nahara. Nahara goes to Manning. Manning taking herself. Goes straight down, and it's a block. So Manning is going to go to the line. You look at Manning with 18 points, 8 rebounds in this game. 7 of 8 from the free throw line. So she's now at 19 points, 2 more rebounds. She'll have a double-double in this game. Knocks down another one. 19 points, 8 rebounds, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Manning, the standout for Riverside tonight. Beto says, well, watch this. Get the bounce. Can't. Taken out, fought for, pulled away by Manning. That gives her 9 rebounds in this game. Throws it away. Patricia Lanton comes up with it, gives it to Obedo. Obedo back to Lanton. Lanton goes back over to Trong. Trong goes down low. They cut her off at the pass. Manning's there defensively. .20 on the shot clock. They bring it back in. They go over to Lanton. She quickly brings it back out to Trong. Trong gives it back to Lanton. Lanton goes up far side to Dan. Dan from 8 foot doesn't get the bounce. Fought underneath for. And it stays with Cypress really because you have Sabrina Gabb making the defensive play and fighting for the rebound. Trong brings it, looks for a cutter. Goes back out on top, gives it to Dan. Dan goes to the top of the key, then backs that goal. Resets the offense. Goes back over to Trong. Trong now one-on-one. Manning against her one-on-one. Trying to work the clock. Fade away shot. Just can't get it. Taken out by Clark. Clark looking to clear it. Clears it out to Hamilton. Hamilton bringing it up by herself. Fakes it. Tries the layup. Can't do it. Taken down by Nahara. Nahara can't get it. Underneath again is Clark, and Clark lays it up. 70-51. 5:45 to go. Coach Moore is saying slow it down a little, move it around, find a passing lane, work the clock down. Beto says, wait, I'll just drill it. Let me get some rain, and the ball will go through the hoop. She got both on that one as she went up high, long, and deep for a three-pointer for Cypress College. 73-51. Magic time. Riverside's got to find some magic. They get 2 right there from Hamilton. And Cypress wants to keep the magic with 5 minutes to go here in the 4th period. Cypress is up by 20 as we get a timeout by Coach Moore. With 5 minutes or 4 minutes and 56 seconds, it's the Chargers 73, the Tigers 53 here on SportsNetUSA.net. When I talk about SportsNetUSA.net, I'm usually talking, and my partner next to me, Ed Ford, will say, Mark Pavlovich usually says Miller Toyota about 200 times right now. Miller Toyota, Euclid in the 91, is a proud sponsor of SportsNetUSA.net. Community college football, community college basketball, high school sports along the way. You name it, they have sponsored us for many, many years. And one thing you'll always know about Miller Toyota of Anaheim. Miller Toyota of Anaheim is a proud sponsor of community college sports, but most of all, education. So next time you're out driving around, you may want to look at that new Toyota. You may need that new Toyota like Corey Nalen. Go over to Euclid in the 91, knock on their door and say, hey, the guys from SportsNetUSA.net sent me. They told me to take a look because you're probably the best dealership in all of Orange County and the best Toyota dealership in all of Orange County. That's Miller Toyota of Anaheim. Cypress brings it back out after having a conversation on that timeout. Trying to move it around, working the clock, going up high. Ball goes out, gets kicked, stays with Cypress. Coach Moore wants them to go side to side, not top to bottom on the offense. We'll see if that's what they keep doing. Brought in by Tanya Carbajal. Over to Dan. Tanya Carbajal for 3, misses everything. And Riverside lets it go out of bounds. 4:36 to go. It's miracle time for Riverside. Got to get hot. Got to find the hot hand and stick with it. Shannon Jordan brings it up. They go down low to Nahara. She turns. Nice little turn on that. Maxine Nahara goes up high and gets it. She's sweet down there. She's got that nice turn. And Nahara gets a foul called on her. So Gatarama comes back in the game. Every time she gets out there, gets to play a couple minutes, and then she tries to make the big defensive play and gets a whistle on her and sits. Going up and running into 5. We'll see who they call the foul on because Tanya Carbajal went into the weed patch and came out with thorns on that play. Gets fouled on it. Hamilton fouls her on the play. So Tanya's going to go to the line. Clanks the first one up there. And the second one bounces off too. So Riverside within 18. Little floater. Oh, what a sweet shot by Hamilton. Just floated it up with her right hand. And they're within breathing room. It's a 16-point game. Ball gets knocked out, goes to Riverside. So Riverside trying to find an answer. Jordan brings it up. Goes over to Manning. Manning goes cross court to Hamilton. Back to Jordan. Back to Manning. Manning looks at Nahara. Gives it to Nahara. Just outside the three-point line. She turns. Gives it back to Hamilton. Hamilton drives. Gatarama knocks her off. Manning drops it in 6 in a row. Now for Riverside. And they're within 14. 3:14 to go. Can they beat the clock? Cypress needs to find somebody. Manning steps in a trap play, and we get time out just before the trap play, or Riverside comes away with another one. With 3 minutes and 7 seconds, the Tigers are making a move. It's the Chargers 73, the Tigers 59, here on Sports to play with that are based in education. So come on out and visit Cypress College. Tell you what, you want to learn, want to have something for tomorrow, this is the place to go, Cypress Community College. So we're under 3 at 2:57, and the Tigers get that steal. They go to Nahara. Nahara tries to go back. Picked up by Clark. Clark goes out to Jordan. Jordan goes out to Manning. Manning drives. Manning forces the issue and gets fouled on the play. So Manning, once again, goes to the charity stripe. And Riverside refuses to go away in the game. Manning knocks it down. They creep in a little closer. Makes 2. Manning now with 23 points in this game for the Tigers. And the Tigers now are within 12. Cypress needs to find a hero. They go to Oviedo. She doesn't make it. Go to Goldsmith. She steps towards the middle, tries to find it, goes down low, can't get it. Rebound, Riverside, and Riverside trying to hold on to it. They're going to call it tied up. Who belongs to? Belongs to the Chargers. So next time there's a jump ball, it will go to Riverside. Goldsmith will bring it out. Goldsmith brings it out. Brings it over there to Jalen Oviedo. Gets knocked away. 27 on the shot clock. Back over to Goldsmith. Tries to drive, can't, gets cut off right there by Clark. And they're going to say she stepped on line. Beautiful defense by Clark. She cuts it off. She uses the sidelines of another defender. And Goldsmith steps out. Jordan gets it. Jordan goes over to Manning. Manning should drive. Stops from 4. Doesn't get it over 3. Ball gets knocked away. Riverside holds on to it. Surprised. I thought Manning had 9 rebounds in this game. That's what I've got her at. They've got her at 8. I thought she had a chance for that double-double. She needs 2 more in this game. Maya Clark's got it. Goes to the top of the key. Goes back to Manning, and Manning took her eyes off, but it was touched just at the last second. So the Tigers retain control. 1:48 seconds to go. 12 points. Not impossible if you're Riverside. Jordan goes up. There she is. I saw her at East LA College, and Shannon Jordan just gets magical. She floats in the air. Goldsmith says, let's find an answer right now. It's time to get at least 2. Looking for something. Oliveras goes around. Goes down low. They try to go to Bush. Bush bounces it off the back of the backboard. 10-point game, 1:20 to go. And now, back in the game is Patricia Linton. If you're Riverside, you really do feel like you have a chance with 1:20 to go. Only down by 10. You need a couple big baskets, maybe a foul on the play, and play stalwart defense. 5 stops is all you need if you can get some baskets. Going over the corner. Hamilton for 3. Oh! It's a 7-point game. We're at a minute. Riverside has come roaring back. Cypress looks over, goes back side to side, not down low. Coach Moore says, move the ball, move the ball. They're coming up tough. Manning slaps it away and almost gets a steal on the play. Coach Moore's team had this game so in control. Goldsmith at the top, covered by Hamilton. Hamilton's ready to play one-on-one against Goldsmith. They go down low. Nehera tries to get a step back. It's off, and it's a thing. So Riverside gets it. Pitch out to Manning. Manning, a bounce. Dribble, up. No, couldn't make it, and then Nehera gets that one. That's a 3-point play with 33 seconds to go. Well, if you're a Riverside City College fan, give your team a great deal of love for storming back in this game, which when we came in the second half, it looked like this game was all over. And Riverside refused to give up. So the women have played outstanding basketball. When you flip it over to Cypress, you look at a crew that just is relentless, refusing to give up a lead. They're reluctant to let anybody get in front of them. They have played hard-nosed, straight wood, asphalt basketball and said, you know what, we had the lead. You really need to come and take it from us, and we're not going to allow it with 29 seconds to go. It is a 5-point game. Goldsmith feels the pressure. Hamilton comes up. They try and cut her off. They try to go down low. Riverside can't get the balls on the ground. Riverside's trying to get it. It's a scrum. It should be Riverside's ball with 9 seconds to go. So they called a foul on the play. So you get an opportunity to score. The clock is not going to run. You pick up 2 here. You steal the ball. And guess what? We go into overtime. Everybody up here sort of looks at me and goes, thanks, Mark. Overtime, thanks. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Need to make these free throws. First one is good. So Maya Clark knocks it down. Now, hard-nosed defense if you're Riverside. and a possibility of three-pointer. Little press defense. We'll see if they do it. Second one. It's good. It is a three-point game with 9 seconds to go here at Don Johnson Court at Cypress College. What a game. I tell you what, Riverside was down by as much as 23. It looked like they weren't going to do anything. It looked the way the Chargers were playing, they were going to run away with this game and hide, and that it would be a lot of, hey, what do I talk about in the fourth quarter? And Riverside City College has played their tennis shoes off. They have run up and down the court. They have played defense. And the Chargers, on the flip side, have just refused to fold. They've stayed in there and played tough. They wished a couple more baskets would have come down, but they've made the Tigers work for everything they've had to score tonight. Tell you what, this is women's community college basketball tonight at its best. I'm going to throw out the turnovers. I'm going to throw out everything. What an exciting basketball game by both these teams tonight. And whoever wins this game is going to feel great. And whoever loses the game, we were that close. Tell you what, both of these teams have played out of their minds, and they have shown you why community college sports, as my partner Corey Nalen would tell you, are the most unheralded sports out there. You want to see talented athletes, talented student athletes, then you need to come watch community college sports when you get an opportunity. And if you can't come to watch them, then watch it on Sportsnet USA.net. We're down to our last 9 seconds here at Chargers Live on Sportsnet USA.net. The Tigers trail by 3 with 9 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Turnover, we'll see. Nahara's on the court with Clark. Jordan is there with Hamilton. Manning's there also. When you look at Cypress, you're going to have Goldsmith on the court with Williams. Throw in Oliveras along with Trong and Tanya Carbajal. Now they call a timeout. So Cypress calls a timeout. And so they're going back. So Riverside had a timeout, and then Cypress said, we called a timeout also. And the referee said, we're sorry, we didn't hear it. So Coach Moore's getting her team together, realizing, hey, no turnover with 9 seconds to go. We don't want to give the Tigers that opportunity to hit that shot that'll force this game into overtime. Great basketball tonight. Corey Nalen, this has been a fun one. I tell you what, some big shots, some excellent defense by everybody out there, running up and down the court. The referees have allowed this game to be played the way you and I like it, Mr. Nalen. Yeah, there's fouls you could call, but they didn't. And that allowed this game to be where it is right now. Not because of the referees, but because they allowed all these young women on both these teams, these student athletes, to play the game the way they like to play it. And so we'll see what happens in this last 9 seconds. 9 seconds to go. Goldsmith breaks on it. They go down low. Basket up. Miss. Riverside's got it. Timeout by Riverside. 5 seconds to go. Alvarez has a 2-footer. It hits the rim. And what Riverside has done all night, getting the rebound, gives them an opportunity with 5 seconds to go to tie this game. Riverside, 22 of 51, 43%. Cypress, 28 of 65, 43%. Geez, exactly the same. 2 of 10 from three-point country for Riverside, 20%. 8 of 25, 32%. 24 of 29. Corey Nalen, if you're still watching or listening, 82%, almost 83 at the charity stripe. Cypress, 9 of 18, 50%. Mr. Nalen, you know Mr. Pavlovich will tell you, you'll win it at the charity stripe. 30 turnovers for Riverside, 16 for Cypress. Total rebounds, well, it's been all Tigers in this game with 41 total rebounds. 13 steals by Cypress in this game, and that's what allowed them to pull away, were those 13 steals. Now, with 5 seconds to go, and you need to throw up that I'm a great shooter three-pointer, we'll see what happens. Manning and Nahara, Jordan and Hamilton on the floor. Clark, those are the 5. Manning's got it. 3, 2, and the ball goes out of bounds, and that goes to Cypress. And Cypress is going to come away, and they're going to say, how much time is left on the clock? So they're going to say 1 second left on the clock, even though it says 0. One second in, and that's going to bring us to the end. So the Chargers hold on to this lead and hold on to the victory.